you're watching this, you've probably already heard that the Zune is going to be coming out with games soon. And the thing you might not have heard is you can already put games in your Zune. See that? Games tab. Yep, I got some games. Let's see if they load. Yeah, there we go. And some of them are clocks, but you know, they're applications and stuff you can put on. And you may or may not have heard a few of the steps that you have to go through to do it, but I'm just going to show you what they are because a lot of the tutorials I've seen weren't exactly what I'd call the easiest to understand and stuff. So pretty much going to give you a step-by-step walkthrough in plain English on how you have to do this if you want to have games on your Zune. Now, first of all, what you are going to want to do is make sure you have the 2.5 software update on your Zune software and on the Zune itself. You'll know if you have it if you can, in the social tab, see another thing called Friends. I got my friend here in the Friends tab. So that's a way that you can know if you have it on here. You can also, if you go into the Settings tab, right here, Settings About, you can then go down to the Zune part and see version 2.5. That tells you that you have the right version. And then on the software, you'll know if you have the Videos tab, or you can also check in the Settings tab. This is Videos in the Marketplace. If you can access that, then you have it, because videos are a new thing added to the Marketplace in 2.5 update. Now, once you have all those, there's some other things you're going to want. The first step here is you're going to need to have Microsoft C# Express Edition. Now, yeah, C# means pretty much C and that little number symbol. Basically, all I did to find it is Google searched it. Top link, right here, brings you the Microsoft site. Oh, yeah, right here, Microsoft site. Microsoft Visual C# 2008 Express Edition. Then you hit over here, download now, and you'll get this. Run through all the steps to install it, and then you're ready with that half. Then you want to go over to the Microsoft XNA Game Studios. Google search that, just like you did with Visual C#. It's called Microsoft XNA Game Studios 3.0. You can just type in what I did, Microsoft XNA 3.0. Make sure you're getting XNA 3.0. If you get XNA 2, you will not have the right things to make games work on the Zune. You only have stuff for Xbox and stuff, because XNA has been around before the Zune games. And go to this site, just be like, okay, download from Microsoft. They might ask you to do a genuine Windows validation and such. I don't remember if it asked me to do that or not. Okay, and once you have that installed, you're going to want to go to Visual C# 2008 Express Edition and such. Okay, now here it is. Now, to add these games to your Zune, you're going to need to make sure that the system is detecting your Zune. And if you look up here, this little thing is a monitor with a little X through it. It's the XNA Game Studio Device Center. Often you will not have this when you first start, when you first open up Visual C. So you're going to want to go somewhere on here, right click, and then go down and check the thing that says XNA Game Studio Device Management 2.0. That's what you'll need. Okay, and I already have that. And then, once you have this up, click, it'll open up your device manager, and right now it is already detecting my stuff. You will have to add your new Zune on. Hit that, hit Zune, then make sure your Zune is connected. Once you have your Zune connected in here, you'll have to run through all the steps that they ask you to do to connect it. You can just finish all this, and if it's showing up there, that should be good. And you are ready for your first game. What you want to do is go somewhere that has Zune games. I found some at ZuneBoards.com. I know there's some other sites, but personally that's the one I've used to find my games, and they're the ones who told me how to basically get this whole thing started. But you're gonna want to download your game, and they will come in a little flash, or they'll come in a zip folder. So you'll need to have something to unzip it, like WinZip, which is probably the most common one. WinRAR will work too. And I have a game here ready to download or unzip and install. I haven't done this yet, so I'm just doing this live on camera to show all of you. So here's Marbles. I'm just gonna extract this real quick. I don't think that's what the game is actually called, but there you go. Port of Marbles to Zune. And so we got this. In the folder, you should see a SLN file. That's a file that Microsoft Visual Studios can open. You can go in here, into your Visual C, and then go into the Open right there. Tell it to open project. And you're going to go into the folder that you're looking at for. Click on the SLN file. Once it's done loading, the next step that you're going to want to do is just build it to your Zune. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Here we go. So I have opened the Marblets, is what it's called. And now, it might not look like anything's open, but if you just hit open, you did open it. And the way to get this on your Zune is go into this thing up here. This is build. And in build, you will tell deploy Marblets. Or it will also say whatever other game that you have instead. Then once you hit deploy, you will see at the very bottom of the screen, it'll say things like build started. And it can also tell you how far you are along, build progress, deploy started. That's telling me it started deploying to my Zune, or at least it's trying to access it and then deploy. Here's my Zune. It's got the Game Studio Connect on it, and it's deploying the different parts of this file. I'm not sure how long this is going to take, but we'll just show this. Deploying, yep, got that. Okay, yeah, and while it's deploying, it'll tell you deploy started, and over on the other side of your screen, you'll see this little movie thing in the corner. It's moving. It's a little animation. Okay, you just saw it finished up. Just saying connected, so now that it's deployed you can just hit exit. And it will restart your Zune, nothing to worry about there. It's just restarting it. Sometimes a little bit annoying because it can take a while, but you know, it's not something to really get worried about doing. And up my thing comes. I'm gonna go down to my games tab and check out this new game. Oopsies. There we go. And I guess down here, Marblets. And any game, just hit play. It'll come up with this little Zune themed loading screen with your little Zune icon blinking around. And then there you go, there's the game. Pretty nice right there. Now you can waste your time at school and wherever else you have time to waste at. So, hope you enjoy playing your Zune games. I certainly have, and some of them are really quite polished already, I must say. Kudos to all these programmers out here that are making these for us. Until next time, I'm Darren, and this is the games on Zune. If you got any questions, simply just post a comment, and I may put a video reply to this that'll explain any of your questions that you have. See you next time. Adios.